Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 6 a.m. on WKYT, a home invasion near the UK campus has police searching for a suspect right now.
We're tracking a death investigation after police say someone was shot and killed at an eastern Kentucky home.
And a look at some of the ceremonies taking place across the Commonwealth today on this Veterans Day. Well, of those stories and more and breaking news as it happens, coming up on WKYT This Morning. Top of the morning to you and welcome. It sure is good to have you with us as we honor those who are serving or who have served our country. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Thank you for your service. It's going to be a very lovely day for all the Veterans Day ceremonies.
Right. Lots of observances across the Commonwealth, and you're right, it looks good for most of the day. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're looking outside this morning, and things look pretty good. I mean, we're sitting with no rain, no fog. Temperatures are actually well above average. It's a pretty good looking start to the day on this Veterans Day. You look outside and you can see 75 traveling just a bit, and also downtown off in the distance. Just moving the camera over for you just a bit. Look at the temperatures though. These temperatures are nice this time of year. Typically we're in the mid 40s. Nowhere near that in almost all locations. Now Danville right there in the mid 40s, but other than that, 53 Lexington, that goes for Richmond. And then you see toward the afternoon, today's forecast, 63. Rain will be later, and I'll talk about when you can expect that hour by hour coming up.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. And new on WKYT This Morning, we're tracking a crime alert near the UK campus. The victim says he woke up to find a burglar in his living room.
Police are still searching for the suspect who jumped out of a second-story window to escape. WKYT's Sean Moody is live on East High Street with this crime alert.
Well, good morning, Rebecca. Police say they don't have a whole lot to go on right now. They say the person living inside just didn't get a really good look at the burglary suspect. Police say it happened around 3:30 this morning at an apartment along East High Street that's right near Woodland Park. They say one of the people living there heard a noise and woke up to find a man standing in the common area of the apartment holding an Xbox. They say that man didn't hang around for long. They say he actually jumped from a second-floor window and hit a couple of garbage bins on the way down before running off somewhere. Now, again, police said the victim just didn't really get a very good look at the man, just said he was tall and was wearing a gray hoodie and jeans. Police are also looking into how the man got inside. They say there was no sign of forced entry. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Sean, thank you. This morning we're tracking the investigation into a deadly shooting in eastern Kentucky. State police say one person was killed at a home in Lee County. Neighbors say they heard gunshots last night in the Big Andy Ridge community. So far, though, no arrests have been made. State police also have not yet identified the victim. And we're working to gather more information. We'll update this story on WKYT.com and here on our news as we get new details. A toddler is rushed to the hospital after falling out of a second-story window. That happened last night at the Corbin Manor Apartments. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says the 2-year-old girl was playing with other children when she somehow fell out of a window. The child was flown to Kentucky Children's Hospital. We do not know how she's doing this morning.
We're learning more this morning about a Kentucky man who died in a farm accident. The Owsley County coroner identified the victim as a 70-year-old Charlie Bowling. Investigators say he was using a tractor to gather firewood yesterday on Tucker Lane near the Lee County line when he died.
The Bowling family are huge in the community, fabulous family. Everyone will be impacted by this.
Investigators have not yet determined an exact cause of death. Police say Bowling is the father of a Kentucky State Police trooper. Lexington police say someone burglarized the home of 2 sexual abuse suspects. Police say someone broke into Jerry and Jack Cassidy's home last month and stole guns. A caretaker discovered the burglary. The Cassidy brothers are in jail. They pleaded not guilty to sexual abuse and child pornography charges. Police say they sexually abused children for more than 20 years.
Police are hoping that surveillance pictures will help them catch a burglary suspect in Harrodsburg, where police say that this many bought 2 PlayStation 4s from Walmart. Once in his car, police say he took the gaming systems out of the box and replaced them with bricks. He then returned those boxes. When a Walmart employee noticed the theft, police say the man took off with money and the game systems. Well, on this Veterans Day, the nation is honoring men and women in uniform.
There are ceremonies being held across the Commonwealth today, including the National Roll Call of Names this morning at Eastern Kentucky University. And that's where we find WKYT's Victor Puente, who is live on campus with more on today's event.
Good morning. This event is part of a national roll call that commemorates Veterans Day and it begins in about half an hour. Names of fallen veterans will be read for 7 hours here at the Powell Plaza in front of the Veterans Memorial. That will conclude at 1:40 with the memorial ceremony with EKU President Michael Benson. There will be a moment of silence followed by a 21-gun salute. This is one of several services honoring veterans throughout the Bluegrass. One of the largest ceremonies in central Kentucky will take place at Camp Nelson National Cemetery in Jessamine County. It starts this morning at 11. Also today, the Rowan County Veterans Foundation will hold an unveiling ceremony for the newly reconstructed World War I Doughboy. The ceremony starts at 11 at Moorhead's Freedom Park. And a Veterans Day observance in Winchester will be held at College Park Spencer Gymnasium. It starts at 11 as well. And in Lexington, at Christ Church Cathedral on Market Street, it's holding a service of evening prayer for veterans beginning at 7 tonight. And like the ceremony here at EKU, all of these events are open to the public. Live in Richmond, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor, thank you. And there are also several deals today for current and former service members. Applebee's is saying thank you with a free meal today. All veterans can get 50% off their food purchase today as well at Sonny's Barbecue. Johnny Carino's is offering veterans a free meal today from a special menu. We have those deals and a lot more listed at WKYT.com. A Georgetown College basketball player this evening will dedicate her game to another player who is battling a terminal illness.
By now, you've probably heard of the story of Lauren Hill. She has a rare terminal form of brain cancer and played her first game this month for Mount St. Joseph University near Cincinnati. Georgetown College junior Jessica Foster grew up near Hill's hometown in Indiana. So tonight, she'll be wearing jersey number 22 to honor Hill. All ticket sales from the game will be donated to Hill's family. Very great way to give back and to honor her.
What a gesture.
Yes. Yeah. Well, winter is still more than a month away, but it feels like winter in the Rockies and the upper Midwest, where they're getting the first icy touch of Arctic air flowing south.
Looks like it, too. We have some video for you. Up to 16 inches of accumulating snow is expected to hit parts of northern Wisconsin today, and up to 2 feet for Michigan's Upper Peninsula. That should be in place by tomorrow. Later in the week, the rest of the Midwest and the East, including here in Kentucky, we can expect temperatures as much as 40 degrees below average. And there's even talk of some snow around these parts, maybe a Sunday or so. So we'll keep track of all of that.
We'll see. Hopefully nothing like that.
I was going to say, hope we don't have to take to the shovels, but
yeah.
We'll see.
Let's check to see how traffic is moving right now.
And here's Officer Don with a check on live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. Well, just had a first look at Richmond Road from Manowar toward downtown, and no trouble there. On Alumni, there's a stalled car around Shenaway that's blocking the right lane. Other than that, we're looking good in that area. Get a quick look outside, and we'll show you what to expect this morning with no wrecks in the way. It's a smooth ride, I-75 and 64, and on our Waze map, things look clear on the circle at the moment, and also inbound Versailles Road. Checking that from Woodford County, we're okay. You see a couple of stalled cars there on the inner and outer loops of the circle between Versailles Road over toward Old Frankfort Pike in that area, but a few live drivers on the way in reporting it's a smooth ride for now. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, and Officer Don and Deanna on 98.1 The Bull with some good music and fun when you get in your car this morning. Good to have you with us on WKYT.
So sometimes a divorce can get messy. That's the case for the next couple, and explains how this car ended up in the Delaware River.
Yeah, that's really messy. Current temperatures outside in the 40s and 50s. It's actually a pretty nice start to the day. Now by the afternoon, we're sitting there in the 60s. And then that gets wiped out big time. We'll cut those temperatures in half the next several days. Show you that coming up.